Rubal, we can go live. You can start the video.
Okay, ma'am. I'm playing the video now.
There is no sound, Rubal. You'll have to restart with sound.
इतना सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रैंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं।
Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Neha Gaurav, your host for this webinar today. Thank you for joining us in our series of Independence Week Business Webinar. Today is our second day of this webinar. And for today, it is specialized in F&B category, and the brands we'll talk about are going to be Green Signal, South Summit, Indian Spices, Sikra. So now quickly, I would like to run through you with the Q&A process, and thereafter I would want to talk about the community we have created. If you have any questions during the webinar, please type them into the chat window. We will address them during the Q&A. So while we run through the presentation and we discuss about the brand, you can keep sharing your questions by writing them into the chat window. So whenever we are doing any presentation, we keep seeing you raising your hands. Raising hand won't be going to resolve the issue. You will have to write your questions into the Q&A box so that we can take up the question and we can proceed it accordingly. Now I would want to tell you about the community. In our yesterday's series, in our yesterday's webinar, we did talk about the community which we have created for, especially for you who join this webinar, who understand our brands, want to explore these opportunities with other brands also. We have created a WhatsApp community to keep you for our one-on-one discussions and for everyday updates with our brands, everyday brands, because in this webinar, we are unable to give you all the information of all the brands. We do have limited time duration in the webinars, and we do have limited brands which we cover in one day. For that, we have created a WhatsApp community in which you can join. I am going to share the link in our chat window. By that chat window, by clicking on that link, you can directly join on our community, and you can be very close to us by joining that community and be a part of that community. Moving forward, I would like to introduce you, or first I would want to talk about our F&B brands. And our first brand would be South Summer, a brand name seems like it's from South, but it is not from South. The brand name is South Summer, but this brand is based from Gujarat. South Summer is a pure veg fine dining restaurant, which is based in Gujarat, and they are expanding into West and East region. We do have Mr. Rahul from South Summer. Mr. Rahul is already joined. Mr. Rahul, I would like to welcome you. I've briefed about your brand, the brand which is basically based in Gujarat, and it's a South Indian food cuisine brand, a fine dining brand, which is Mr. Rahul Mehta is leading. So Mr. Rahul, I would want to welcome you on our panel today, and I would request you to proceed, take it forward and brief us about the brand speciality as well as the expansion and opportunities available in Indian market for our investors. Over to you, Rahul ji.
Thank you, Neha. Good evening, everyone. This is Rahul from South Summit Restaurant, positioning as a managing director right now. And I would like to give you a brief introduction for our brand. And I would like to share, first of all, the PPT which we have made, right? Just a minute. Give me 1 minute. Just. Neha, can you continue with someone else brand?
Yeah, you want me to help you into the presentation or something?
No, actually the presentation is getting loaded. That's why it's
no problem. So I can play the presentation. Don't worry. Let me just share my screen. I'll do it.
Okay.
You want to share the presentation? No?
Yes, presentation.
Meanwhile, you can keep briefing. I'm running the presentation.
Okay. So basically, we have started our restaurant in 2015, and from 2015 we are running successfully as a only South Indian restaurant in Bharuch, and we have to get 8 years experience for in this restaurant food line beverages business. So we made that model to make it as a franchisee franchisee for our Indian market. And basically this restaurant we are running is from totally depends having the taste from south, which represents the 3 states, Andhra, which is Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. So basically this is the introduction of our restaurant. Generally, we deals with the premium section of casual dining restaurant, and nowadays this restaurant is getting casual dining restaurant gets maximum business in Indian market after the COVID crisis. So Neha, can you shift for next slide? This was the old means exterior of our restaurant. Now we got updated with the interiors and exterior part. Yeah, this is the founder of the South Samarth restaurant, which is Mr. Bharat Mehta, which is my father right now. He is also running this restaurant business parallelly with me. Change the site. This is the current outlet of our Bharuch branch. The interior shows the quality of the hygiene we serve in the restaurant field. Can you change the slide? Yes, this is important. These photos are of our restaurant. All items we serve at our restaurant only. The first is the fancy item, which is fancy dosa, which is served at our restaurant. Then filter coffee, which is pure, directly comes from the coffee beans directly comes from the south side. We brew it over here and serve it over to the customer. Then the other items are like authentic items only, which we also serve idiyappam, katla curry, then kotu, then other items. Desserts also we have, then mocktail counters also we serve mocktails also in the restaurant. Next slide, please. Yeah, these are some intangible parameters which differentiate our brand from other. Means the main differentiation part is the high food preparation and the taste that we give to the customer in the authentic way of serving the food in South Indian restaurant, and other facilities and other interior facilities which we give differentiate the brand USP. This is industry landscape, like for how the food industry in India goes on. So can we have next slide? Yeah, this shows the chart for food service industry, structure of food service in Indian market. There are 2 types: organized and unorganized. In organized, there are two means part. Sorry.
No, you can continue. I think someone's is not. Yeah, you can continue, please.
Sorry, what happened?
You can continue, Rahul. I think someone was on unmute. So
okay. So in this, we fall under food chain segment, and we generally we have a model of CDR, casual dining restaurant right now. So the now can you have next slide, please? So yeah, this is the Indian market, which falls under means which type of restaurants work more for that thing, how much revenue they generate in Indian market. So casual dining restaurants take 55% of the Indian food service market. So this is the figures which are shown from the records. So casual dining falls under 55%. So that is very huge for casual dining in Indian market. Next slide, please. This is the chart for growth of the market from 2014 to 2024 in food business. After COVID, there were at the time the COVID of 2019 to 20, that was the downfall. But after 2020, it was like 24 till 24. It's growing and growing nowadays. So future will be for the food market in Indian market. So that is shown in this chart. Next slide, please. These are the common points for key drivers for food industry. In this restaurant and food service industry, which falls under 4.2 lakh CR in 2020 and growing at CAGR, that is 10 to 11% year on year. So these are the some points which fall under the key drivers. Yes, then next slide, please. This is the franchisee proposal we have kept in for our outlet, means for our brand. Next. Yeah, this is the expansion plan we have kept. First of all, we are planning only on Gujarat only, like major cities like Surat, Vadodara, Anand, Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar, Vapi, Valsad, that region. After that, we will plan for Pan India also. Next slide. Yeah, this is the franchisee proposal we have kept for our restaurant, means more brand. That area of requirement is about 3,000 square feet. Then a restaurant setup, you need 55 lakhs rupees in rupees. Then franchisee fee will be 10 lakh for first 5 outlets. That will be 15 lakh rupees for 6th outlet onwards. That so the total capex will be 65 lakh plus 5 to 6 lakhs would be of for capital, means running capital. So the annual revenue we have calculated approx 2 lakh 17,000. Sorry, 2 crore 17,000 for annual revenue in our restaurant from our outlet. Then the annual expenses we have calculated 1 crore 74 lakh. So overall the calculated payback period in months will be 17 months. So the ROI will be cumulative for 80%. Generally, this is very good for the restaurant field, which for any business, for 80% of revenue ROI is very better part. We charge 6% royalty for our brand, means for maintaining the recipe and all that we provide in this, and agreement period will be of 5 years. So these are some franchisee proposal things. In this, we will provide 6 months of operational activities on working stage, means on the time of placements. So that will help the franchisor to work with us in practical way at the outlet. So this thing we are giving with franchisee fee only. We are not charging anything else for this thing. If anybody has any questions, you can ask for in the chat box also, or you can leave the message for this. So for suitable partners, we choose for the person who are experienced in the means access means the strategic fits means access to location, malls and high street residential, then operational fits under which food service operations, customers management, then compliances with brand standards, etc. And suitable partner profile would be franchisee owner with sizable property at APT appropriate location. So appropriate location should be there. Then motivated partner who are dedicated to growth. Then young investor with operational bandwidth. Then experience and in food and beverages, customer services, and another activities. So this is the suitable partner profile which we generally look towards for. Can we have a next slide? These are the things which will be provided by the brand: assistance in site selection and feasibility study, then restaurant and kitchen layout support, equipment selection and placement, vendor support during project stage, unique installer team placed at the outlet at the time of opening to minimize initial operation issues. So this all thing will be provided by the brand only. In which this means the recipes and all USP things will be provided by the head office only. Selection of staff training at our head office kitchen in Bharuch. So staff will be selected at main branch only, and then we will shift after giving them a training to the outlets. So this all background activities which will be followed up by the brand support only. Next slide, please. So these are some two photos, and this was the brief data for our brand South Samarth. If anybody has any question, you can ask in this.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Rahul, for sharing some inputs with us, with our people who are the investors who are sitting and watching you live. There is a team of panelists with us today. From my team, we do have Mr. Rupesh and Mr. Saurabh. Rupesh is joined from Mumbai, Maharashtra, and Saurabh is joined from Ahmedabad, Pune. So, Rupesh and Saurabh, if you have any questions, you can proceed it further.
Rahul, how you calculated the ROI?
We have calculated by making it by per day bills and online bills and the ongoing table bills. On that, we have calculated everything. That PDF I have, but I would like to just give me 1 minute. If it gets open, I will share it.
So I can calculate every day, every month calculation is close to 16 lakh, I think.
Sorry?
Every month billing is 16 lakh. 16, 1 second.
Just a minute. I am sharing this screen. Is it available? Look, is it seeing from this?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. So I have calculated number of counter bills is 70 per day. Then online bills will be 20 bills. So approximately we have calculated this thing. And for first month, the total revenue we have generated 16,20,000. As per 12th month, it will be 20,13,600. So this is total calculation approximately, which is very much basically means very limited. We have calculated on that. We have calculated the ROI. So everything is shown on the calculated part only, Saurabhji.
Yeah, what is the profit margin?
Profit approximately it will be 20% on the revenue generated. Straight away 20% after excluding every expenses.
This means we are calculating ROI in 24 months.
17 months. We are calculating ROI on 17 months.
And what is the operational cost? I mean to say the manpower and how many manpower required.
I have kept the salary for month is 5,07,000.
5,07,000. Okay.
Yeah, that is also shown in the expenses list. We have calculated cost of goods will be 25%. Then packaging will be 1%, wastage will be 1%, and freight will be 1%. So that all thing shows in this expenses list. And salary will be 5 lakh rupees. And after that, the fixed expenses are like 6% of royalty. Then monthly rent we have calculated. Then maintenance will be 10,000. Then marketing cost will be 2%. Electricity bill will be 50,000 approx. Then water and gas fuel will be 60,000. All these fixed expenses we have kept in the calculation. So that all thing we have calculated, and we have kept this investment as 65 lakh basic, and on that we got payback period will be 17 months.
Okay, got it.
We also had HR list for the thing, how much staff will be required in the operational outlet for restaurant of capacity of 3,000 square feet. So we kept 30 to 35 staff for the operation activities for the restaurant outlet.
You are calculating 30 staff.
30 to 35 staff.
And average salary is?
Average salary will be approx 12,000 to 13,000 approx average salary.
And area required is 3,000 square feet.
3,000 or above 3,000. 3,000 will be the basic requirement for that. Minimum 3,000 would be required to plan out the proper functionality in the restaurant.
If we consider the Baroda and Ahmedabad, the rent is approximately 100 rupees a square feet. Ahmedabad, Baroda, Surat.
Yeah, basic. These figures
So
are we have kept approximately. Yeah, no, actually the rent for that thing will go approximately about 2,50,000 to 3 lakh rupees for the premises. But we have calculated in the basic means billing section. Minimum we have kept in this calculations. Maximum we have not kept for anything. Like sales also we have calculated minimum sales. This chart will go more for the means according to the restaurant footfall.
What we are charging, the rent is very less. It is 1.25 lakh. If we are counting the rent is close to 3.5 lakh.
Correct. Actually, we have not calculated the precise one. We have calculated minimum everything in this expenses list also, and in the sales we have also calculated minimum bills amount.
Okay, fine enough. I got your point.
We have kept 150 rupees for the ticket size for a person right now in this calculation.
Because if we calculate like in Gujarat, in Ahmedabad, Balam dosa, ya fir that southern story, they are keeping the capex close to average productivity 25 lakhs. In Ahmedabad, they are calculating minimum, and we are calculating in 16 lakhs. Average per month 25.
Okay.
25 lakhs monthly billing.
Correct. That is correct. But sitting capacity they are providing means how much
they are
person?
providing that is 48 for southern story, and for Balan it is 32.
Sitting capacity. Okay. So basically, we are our outlet would be of about 80 to 90% sitting in 3,000 square feet. So the revenue will be generated more, not up for about like we have kept in this Excel sheet.
Fine, no issue. No issue.
So this is the minimum we have calculated. Basically, everything will be go on above this numbers. So expense will be also calculated on that basis only.
Definitely, I understand your point
Yeah.
completely.
Thank you.
So Rahul ji, hi, Rupesh this side from Mumbai. So
Yeah.
what is the break-even point which exactly कितने महीने में ये सब अभी break-even हो जाता है इसमें? 18 months you have told me, right?
17 months we have calculated, and if the city is metro cities, then it will be before that.
Okay. Are we looking for Mumbai? Because Mumbai, you told us that Mumbai is we are not looking for.
Basically, we have we are planning for Gujarat only, but if it's in Mumbai, it will be like in that Borivali part or in proper Mumbai only, then we can think for that thing also, because everything will be provided in a powder based form, raw material, so we can help, we can reach over there also.
So the total investment would be?
Total investment will be approximately 65 to 70 lakh rupees. In that, franchisee fee will be also included.
Got it.
It will differ approximately 5 to 6 lakhs approximately as per the locations.
What is the kitchen and the serving position? Because of 60-40 ratio would be there generally. So
Yes,
what is the exact percentage?
That is the only ratio. We will have approximately 800 to 1,000 square feet in kitchen area, and other thing will be for the dining space. Approximately 80 to 90% sitting might be set in that location.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Rahul, I would want to take a few questions, so I try to answer all by writing them, but there are a few which I would want to take up. Mr. Siddharth is asking, what is the franchisee fee?
Right now, franchisee fee is 10 lakh rupees for first 5 outlets. From 6th outlet, it will be approximately 15 lakh rupees for 6th outlets. So right now, it's good scope for anyone to have franchisee for this thing.
One last question I would want to take up. Mr. Rajesh is asking, what is capital requirement of the brand?
Capital will be approximately 70 lakh rupees, which includes 55 lakh of interior and machineries part, crockeries and all that includes in 55 lakh, and 10 lakh will be for franchisee fee, and 5 lakh rupees is for capital, running capital.
Got it. Perfectly. Thank you so very much. Thanks a lot, Rahul, for joining us today and sharing so much about your brand and the expansion. And I would want you to, or I would want to request you to please increase the expansion area, because every time when we come live on webinar, there are people who ask you to, suggest if you are open for other locations also. So I would want you to please.
I will plan out as soon as possible.
Yes. You just, if not the whole concept, if not the entire dining, something smaller, if you can come up with, and you can expand it so that
Sure.
people who are interested into your brand can take it up for the locations they are from. So thanks a lot. Thank you for joining us today, Rahul. Thanks a lot. Have a lovely evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now going forward, I would like to introduce you with our next brand. Our next brand name is Green Signal. As you know, with the name itself, so the new name is very unique. नाम ही बहुत unique है इसका. And the name of this brand is Green Signal. I think he's lost the connection. I'll try to reach them to connect again.
आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही. Neha, आप क्या हो?
Yes, this brand is based out from Pune, and they are basically a pure vegetarian casual dining restaurant. So Mr. Pratik is joining us from Green Signal. I think he lost his connections, but he's joining. We can wait for a few seconds. Okay, unfortunately, Mr. Pratik lost his connections, and I'm not sure if he would be able to join back us again. So let me just tell you again about the community which has been created specially for you all. And I was getting some messages from people in Q&A related to the community, like they're not unable to connect with us, or drop a text, or write something. So let me inform you one more time that this community has been created to keep you updated with our brands, with information for franchisee, the updates related to the shows and webinars we are doing. So this is an informative community which has been created by us to keep you updated with all the information which is required to start up a business, to connect with a brand, or to start a brand. So the link is already being shared in the chat window. Yesterday also I did share the link for the people who joined yesterday. If you missed by any chance to join this community, I would request you to please click on this link and join our WhatsApp community, which connects you directly with us on WhatsApp. So whether we are doing this webinar or we are not doing this webinar, you will be connected with us anyway. So the link is already being shared into the chat box. You can directly click on that link and it will come to your WhatsApp, and you will be a part of our Bharat Franchisee Show community. So without taking much time and without waiting more, I would like to thank you so much for your time. I believe that the brand detail and insight, we would not covered so many brands in today's session, but the brand which we have covered, I'm sure that you've got to know and understood the brand well. And if you want to know more about any brand, the brands which we have covered in the show, or the brands which are not being covered, because we do have so many brands which are already there in our system, with our company associated, you can directly get in touch with us. You do have our hotline number, which is 9717683838. You have my WhatsApp number, wherein you can drop a text, which is 8800493728. Or the best part is that now you are connected with us in our community to get a regular update. Again, I'm telling you, in case you have missed joining the community, the link is already being shared in the chat window. You can click on that link and you can join our community to get everyday update on the franchisee opportunities available in market and the rules and regulations. For any feedback, for any inquiry, you can get in touch with us on our numbers. Also, you can write us if you have anything which you want to share with us. By writing us, you can write us on our email ID, which is feedback@franchiseindia.com. Thank you so very much, everyone. Thank you, Rupesh ji. Thanks, Saurabh ji, joining us today. Thanks a lot.